Sorry, Joe. Meditation alone will not create a new reality. Joe Dispenza teaches that meditation and changing your brain state can help you create a new reality. Now, part of that is true, but it's quite misleading. Meditation can be and is transformative. There's no question about that. It calms your nervous system, interrupts habitual thinkers, expands your awareness, and it allows you to experience something beyond your present circumstances. What it really does is takes you to a new energetic level because you're in the process of detaching from everything and allowing yourself to go into a state of energetic expansion. It can help you see that you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not your history, you're not limited to the identity that you've carried for years. This is incredibly valuable. But here's where I disagree. Changing your state during meditation doesn't automatically change your life. Feeling different is not the same as living differently. Experiencing an elevated state isn't the same as embodying a new identity. And imagining a new reality isn't the same as becoming energetically congruent with it or in alignment with it. You can go into that unlimited meditative state for 30 minutes and then spend the rest of your day making decisions from fear. You can visualize abundance in the morning and you can operate and make choices from scarcity all day long. You can experience unconditional love with your eyes closed and doing the Om or doing your mantra and become defensive the moment anyone challenges you or your beliefs. And defensiveness is the root of all evil. You can imagine yourself as powerful and still avoid the conversations that require you to use your power, because all of these are controlled by your internal energy, and your internal energy is controlled by your internal stories and beliefs. You can see yourself as free and continue to make choices based on other people's approval, just seeking approval. That's the way you seek your love in physical form. You can rehearse a new future while you protect the identity that created all of your old ones. That's the gap that nobody's talking about. Meditation will show you what's possible, but daily energetic congruence determines what becomes sustainable, what lasts, what works, what helps you create new awareness and make new choices. Your reality isn't created only by what you experience in meditation. It's also shaped by the energy you embody when your meditation ends. It's shaped by the choices you make, the conversations you avoid, the boundaries you refuse to establish, the truth that you won't speak, and the actions you take when life becomes uncomfortable. I've just written a 9-book series called the Aligned Life series that goes through 3 trilogies: energetic foundation, energetic expansion, and energetic integration. And this is what this is about, is energetic integration, bringing your energy into your daily life and using it to improve your life. Meditation might open the door, but you have to walk through it. And walking through the door will often require that something far more difficult than sitting quietly with your eyes closed. You have to be ready for whatever's waiting for you. It isn't about what's going on in life that affects you. It's how you react to it energetically that creates the difference. So, when you're true to yourself and you understand your authentic self, it's going to require that you're going to disappoint some people. You're going to leave things that it'll require you to leave something familiar. It'll require you to stop explaining yourself. It'll require you to start risking and being rejected. It will require you to act without certainty. It may require you to take complete responsibility for what you're creating. And that's where meditation becomes the embodiment. Let me explain what I mean. Suppose you meditate every morning and visualize yourself as a confidant and a successful entrepreneur. You're doing visualizations in your meditation. You can see revenue coming in. You imagine yourself leading powerfully. You feel the freedom, gratitude, the abundance, everything that's associated with that future. You can almost feel the money in the bank. You can see your clients saying yes. You can imagine yourself standing on a stage leading your team, or you're growing your business. For those 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes while you meditate, you feel different. Then you open your email and you get a note from an angry client that says no. Somebody complains. An unexpected bill arrives. An employee makes a mistake. Someone questions your price. Your numbers, your revenue is lower than you expected. Within seconds, you return to the same fear, defensiveness, frustration, and self-doubt that you carried all day yesterday. This is what's inside you. These are the stories and beliefs that control and run your life. You start questioning your value. You lower your price. You postpone the decision. You avoid making a phone call. You blame the market. You look for another strategy. You tell yourself you need to meditate harder. What happened to the new reality? It didn't disappear. Believe me, I've just written 9 books, each of them over 200 pages, on 9 different aspects of energy, and I still experience these things every day. Fear is part of human behavior, and you need to be able to recognize it and make a new choice and step into energetic power, not intellectual choices, not intellected because you understand something. You need to shift your energy. These things don't disappear. They were never fully embodied. You experienced a different state, but you had not established a new operating system. And this distinction is what the difference is. An altered state can give you a glimpse of a possibility. An embodied state changes how you live when the pressure returns, when the fear appears. And the only way that you can tell the fear is the same is by how it feels, not by what it looks like or what's happening. It's how you feel about it. It's how you react to it. Real transformation is not measured by how powerful you feel when everything's quiet and you're sitting on your cushion meditating. It's measured by who you become when life activates your oldest patterns, because you've come here to learn lessons. And these lessons create blind spots. And it's in those blind spots, in the darkness and absence of your awareness, where this fear grows the fastest and becomes the strongest. Can you remain grounded when someone rejects you? Can you hold your value when someone questions your price? Can you tell the truth when hiding would feel safer? Can you make a clear decision without needing everyone to approve? Make a choice and stand in your absolute authentic truth. Can you remain open when your circumstances appear to contradict your vision? Can you release a relationship, a habit, a belief, or an opportunity that's no longer energetically aligned with you? Can you choose love without abandoning discernment? Can you act before you have certainty? Can you trust yourself when there's no external evidence that you're making the right choice? You just know that that's where intuition and energy comes in. This is where the new reality is actually created, not only during meditation, but in the moments when your old identity asks you to return. Your old identity is not necessarily going to disappear because you had one extraordinary internal experience. It reappears through familiar thoughts, and these thoughts are triggered by things that you see in your physical life. It'll tell you to wait, it'll tell you you're not ready, it reminds you of your previous failures. They encourage you to go seek approval. Is this okay? I'm thinking of doing this. Is that okay? What do you think of that? Should I do that? It will try to persuade you that you're avoiding discomfort at the same time that you're protecting yourself. And if you're not conscious in that moment, You'll make another choice from the past while telling yourself that you're creating a new future. You'll look busy, but you won't have any productivity. You'll be outspoken in saying things over and over again because you don't feel heard. You'll end up overgiving to the point that you feel resentful, or maybe you'll avoid confrontation at any cost because it makes you feel terrible. These are all energetic qualities that actually run your life. This is the contradiction. You can't repeatedly choose from the old identity and expect to consistently produce a new reality. Can't do it. There's another problem with the idea that changing creates a new reality. It can quietly become another form of control. We begin meditating because we want to force the universe to give us a particular outcome. See, what we're doing is we're chasing something on the outside and not focusing on who we're becoming on the inside. We visualize the money, the relationship, the healing, the business, the opportunities. We try and create the exact house, the perfect partner, the exact number in our bank account, and the exact timeline in which it must arrive. But beneath that positive visualization, there's going to be fear. I need this to happen so I can feel safe is not a true statement. That is a total and complete fallacy. It will never happen because you're never going to get rid of fear. Fear is an inherent part of your physical experience. I need the money so I can feel valuable. That's so people can see me as being successful. I need the relationship so I won't feel alone. That's because you don't love yourself and you're looking for something outside of you. I need my business to succeed so I can prove that I'm not enough. Everything again, basing your value outside of you. I did that when I was younger, and when I lost everything, I went into a total collapse that would take me another 30 minutes to explain. I need my body to change so I can stop being afraid. I need this outcome because I don't trust what will happen without it. The image appears positive, but the energy beneath it is still survival. This is not a small distinction. Energy is not determined by the picture in your mind. It's determined by the intention beneath the picture. Two people can visualize the exact same outcome while transmitting entirely different energy. One person may be inspired by possibility, the other may be terrified of failure. In my coaching business, I'm always talking with my clients about potential, possibility, and probability. And what we're doing is moving the energy from one state to the next as potential and possibility show up. We bring them into physical form. That's what makes them succeed. That's what really works. We're dealing with everyday life, things that are actually happening in their life, not something we're coming up with in meditation. No way. Now, meditation's good because it teaches you that there is another state of energy where you can detach, and you can do that while you're living day to day in physical form. However, many people do it just to attempt to escape the present. They may not even be open to receiving, or maybe they're negotiating with life. The visualization looks the same, but the energetic foundation is completely different. You can't create freedom while secretly using spirituality to control it. There's no such thing. You can't create abundance while insisting that abundance must arrive in one specific form. That's what you do when you meditate. You want it to look a certain way. You can't surrender while you're attempting to dictate every detail of the outcome, and you're trying to control the situation or create peace while energetically fighting your present circumstances. You can't become whole while treating yourself as a problem that must be fixed. That's not alignment. That's fear wearing spiritual clothing. Let me repeat that. That is fear wearing spiritual clothing. This is why energetic honesty matters more than impressive visualizations. What energy is driving you? Think about that. Be with that today. Notice your energy. Concentrate on changing your energy, and it'll change your life. My name's Bill Heinrich. My company is True Life Purpose Now. I've just written the Align Life series. You can see that at the alignlifeseries.com. All the books, all 9 books are there. And I also have an academy over on the school platform, the Align Life Academy at school.com. Or if you really want to get more information on this and speak to me directly, go to speaktobill.com, get a time on my calendar, and we'll take a look at why your visualizations aren't working for you, and I can show you how to change it instantly.